Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. When it comes to gaming, I mostly stick with retro video games, but I do own a Nintendo Switch, and that's what I want to talk about on today's episode. So roll that intro. The Nintendo Switch, in my opinion, is a very underrated system. You can play all the great first-party Nintendo games on it, like Mario and Zelda Breath of the Wild, on the go, in handheld mode, or even hooked up to a big screen TV. So I thought I would take a look at a couple games that I play for the Nintendo Switch. Now to be fair, these games are mostly retro-inspired, but that's what's awesome about this little system here. You can play the AAA Nintendo titles or the great retro style indie developed titles. So let's get into the games.
It'll Do 2 is in a nutshell a very basic Zelda clone. It was released in 2017 for the Nintendo Switch. The game is about the protagonist, Idle, and her buddy Tipsy, who ended up stranded on an island after their raft breaks apart, and you must head out and recover 8 raft pieces before they can leave the island. The game is really good. It challenges you by making you solve puzzles to finish it. You must gather and learn new abilities and items to help you solve the puzzles. There are enemies to fight and keys to collect before taking on the dungeon's bosses. It's very similar to Link to the Past, or maybe even Link Between Worlds, but that's okay with me, because it does honor the Zelda format perfectly. As the game progresses, the difficulty ramps up, but just enough to make you feel like you accomplished something when you finally beat it. A very solid game, and I think you guys should give it a chance. Next, I want to talk about a game called Venture Kid. Venture Kid is an action-packed platformer released in 2019 for the Switch that will keep surprising you with its inventive level design, highly entertaining challenges, responsive controls, and a great variety of bosses. The evil Dr. Techlove is about to build a secret weapon, disguised in his huge space fortress. Time is running out as you play as Andy, who steps up to defeat him and fight his way through Techlove's minions. This is a straight Mega Man clone. It looks like it also, but I'm a sucker for vintage NES-style Mega Man games, and this one doesn't disappoint. Such great controls, smooth graphics, and pretty tough difficulty makes this have all the ingredients for a classic. You fight your way through 9 stages with multiple power-ups, and it even has a boss rush and challenge mode. It's a solid game, plus it's only $10 digitally, so what could go wrong? Give it a shot. Trust me, it's really fun. Next, let's talk about a game called Axial Verge. This is a Metroidvania-style game that was released for the Nintendo Switch back in 2017. You play as Trace, a scientist who is running a lab experiment in New Mexico. When an explosion knocks him out, he awakens inside an egg-shaped machine on an alien world called Sudra. A disembodied voice leads Trace to the Axiom Disruptor, a powerful gun. Trace explores Sudra, using the gun to protect himself from the massive monsters that attack him. This game is just like Metroid Zero Mission, I think. It has everything that a great Metroidvania game should have. A great map system, a great story, smooth gameplay, upgradable weapons, everything that you would need to have a great time. If you like Metroidvania type games, make sure you check this one out. It's still on the cheaper side, but you get a lot of bang for your buck here. The story alone is worth the price tag. I know they have it in both physical and digital forms, so finding it cheap is still possible. If you love stuff like Super Metroid and Metroid Zero Mission or Metroid Fusion, give this one a shot. It's super solid and a fun game to play.
Well, there's a couple games that I've been playing for the Nintendo Switch. If you have any suggestions on games that I should check out, put them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on reminiscing, baby.